I don't know what y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
You guys are so good at that.
I'll turn my mic on. Here we are, live and kicking. Let's see. We'll pause that window because we don't need it. We'll pause that one. Go here. I guess I'll pick a job. No, I'm going to Lublin. I think I really like driving down here through Turkey and Romania. So let's see if whatever I can get from Lublin goes there. Let's sort by length. Latvia is the wrong way. Czech, the wrong way. Poland. Interesting. Why are all the jobs there? Wonder if I got my options set to particularly long. Maybe that'll help. And let's reset the time to morning so that we. Yeah, let's see what 4:30 gives us. No, 4:30 did not give us a nice time. How about 5 in the morning? We're farther south than we were before. Well, oh, I see what happens. Changing time manually does not always work. Okay, we can turn that off. We don't flashing. Now let's see what we get from the job market. And I'll take anything that goes down there, really. As long as we can get down. Down into France, Denmark, Latvia, Hungary. I guess it's the job to Hungary. Where the hell was it? This thing. Heck. Sure. Excuse me. Okay, let's fire it up. This is a particularly quiet truck. Why is it quiet? Let me get to my options here. Okay, there's my truck. Okay, let's make sure I've got the right mouse here too. Sorry, I should have set this up before, but it's the automatic game detection. Never worked. There we go. Sure why it says mode automatic game detection. After you force it, it says, oh yeah, we're into auto. Yes, you are. There we go. Now my mouse buttons work. Okay, Volvo. Let's go get our job. Job is just down the road, so we probably need to pick a gear. We're all repaired, we're all fixed, so we'll wander off down here. My new experiment just to see if people join in the convoy. It's a little safer than random multiplayer in Farm Simulator. There's random multiplayer in Farm Simulator. People can come into your farm and do stuff. Whereas in this game, they can come in and do stuff really, but I think I have traffic. Did I have traffic set to this? Traffic. I can set traffic on and off. Traffic set to, I assume it's set to 1. Yes. I was seeing no traffic, but sometimes it just takes it a while to spawn. I gather I'm going in here to pick up. Okay. I can configure that so I can make it look nicer. Longer? Can I make it look longer? No. Oh, I see. It's I really don't like about that one. That rear axle is too far back. Make it harder to turn corners. Copper roof gutters in the 8 tons. Not very heavy, but hey, trucking. IR trucking. G'day, Cyclone. How you doing? I'm in a convoy of 1. I started up multiplayer in case people wanted to join. We'll see how that works. They still need to get onto my Discord for the password. And so that they can chat. I used to farm sim. I pull up and stop, and I got my foot on the brake waiting for the vehicle to reverse. What the hell's happening? Oh, I see what I got. I've probably got it set to being picky. Ran TS to try a scenario with a different 66. I don't know what a 66 is. I'm running this with no mods. And no mods. Jake on it for some reason. Whoa! A little sloppy. Hello vendor. I are in a convoy. 1. I start a convoy and we'll get people, we'll still people want to join. They've got to contact me on my Discord for the password. And to make sure I can get them in the chat, but if you want to join, if you want to join, I will pause and wait for you. Nobody's in the convoy. Just me. I I just started a convoy on the random chance that one of my friends will come online and want to join. That's okay. Not a problem. I'm wandering from Lublin to Hungary. The time is real time. Real time is 11:30, and this will be maybe 3/4 of an hour trip. You can lurk, and you can just lurk in text chat if you want, or you're welcome to do voice chat. You're welcome. It's only a rate of 1, but I'm trying to get into the habit of raiding. I used to do it, and part of the issue is I need to have more people to raid. So I've gone in and followed back a number of people who followed me in Farm Sim. If they do streaming, if they stream, well, they have something on their channel, then I'll follow them back. So that means then I look on Twitch to see who's active. Then you'll see, well, people you're following, this person's got it, so hop in. I went through a number of yeah. Yeah, it's because people do shoutouts back and forth, and I've added shoutout to mine. I didn't have a shoutout command, but I've added shoutout. Now you have to do it manually. And although if you have several people in, anybody can use shoutout. So if you have several people in the group, then you just say, hey, could somebody do a shoutout for such and such? Somebody will do it. Went through my normal scan of various articles and stuff and newsletters in the morning for interesting articles, and I skipped anything that was about politics and or COVID on Facebook. Just found interesting things, like a Guardian article about the anchor outers. The Bohemians living in San Francisco Bay, just off Sausalito, for decades in broken down old houseboats and stuff, basically squatting in the bay. And I have no idea that that was there, a whole community. So that's something I want to share with people. Oh, and of course they're being taken out now. There's that, a decades old regulation that you're not allowed to anchor more than 72 hours in the bay. So they've got a new harbor master who's going around. If you've been there more than 72 hours, like in 10 years, your boat gets towed to shore and crushed up by a excavator and stuffed into a dumpster. So, of course, it's because there are very many rich properties big yachts. So they want to clean it up. They are people's homes, but, you know, there's people saying, yeah, I was afraid to leave, but I had to go into town for the doctor or something. I went to go shopping, and I came back, my boat was gone. But again, think of all those poor millionaires who've bought huge homes and have their view ruined by hippies. Them damn hippies. So I need to create a more positive mindset for myself, and I think I'll follow your lead in not just ignoring all. I'm too old to worry about news articles and trying to change the world. Been there, done that. Do they own the bay? Well, I guess they own part of the bay. I mean, they have this area offshore from Sausalito or whatever like this. It's, you know, it's under the jurisdiction of their harbor master or whatever. So, like, somebody has to regulate the harbor for, you know, boat traffic and stuff like that. I can see that. It's not the open seas. And they're saying, well, it's for their own safety because, you know, they drag their anchors and they ruin the eelgrass that's vital to the ecology. And okay, you reach for that one. And well, there have been reports of drugs and sewage and stuff. Yeah, okay, reports. So a lot of Karens called up to complain. So too bad, but again, money. No, it's just not productive, and it's frustrating because nothing changes. Same old stories, same old lies. Oops, same old red light. Let me see what my brakes are sat at. Where are my brakes satting? Number brakes are? Where all these? Okay, know where the hell the brakes are. Yeah, let's dial them down a bit. Let's get the trailer back a bit, so we have a chance of tipping over to entertain people. There we go. Hey, gonna pull a shot. Oh, make sure somebody double checks before you pull a shot. Ooh, ran that light. I love these water towers in this game. It's in this part of the game, these big blobs. I mean, they look such a weird looking design, but they're all over here, so I'm pretty sure that it's if you go there, like if I went into Street View. I've got to check these settings again because I have no idea why it's doing that. I've got a jake brake and I don't want a jake brake. I got a European truck. We don't do jake brakes. Unless it's just a mod of my truck, but I don't know why I've got a jake brake. That's I've got a button for engine brake, but I'm not using it. Brake toggle, I turn it off. I've got retarder increase and decrease, and the retarder, when I crank this, it increases and decreases the jake brake sound. Don't know. Ah, welcome back, Vendor. There is one of the interesting stories that I'll stick on my blog post later on today is, I haven't done it for a few days, was about Street View. How Street View can be a source of nostalgia for people. I mean, it's been out for only 10 years, but this woman was saying that her mother died a few years ago. And then a friend said, I saw your mother on the library steps. Then she had to explain that she'd gone into an older version of Street View, this friend, and was, for whatever reason, and was looking at the steps outside the public library and noticed a figure sitting there. They blur out faces, but she could tell from everything else that this was, I think this was your mother. So this girl now periodically goes into Street View. Yep, there's my mom. Then she, walks up the steps and looks the way. Oh, so she was what did she see that day? She was seeing a bus go by. She was seeing that there was a sale at such and such a store. That all the fruits and vegetables, ooh, the big gun up there, are out. Someone else said, yep, went down to. I can see my dad sitting in the car in the driveway. So, kind of creepy, but kind of nice, sort of Street View for nostalgia. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying my. I stopped. I was. It was depressing me more because I was saving all these articles and then just posting all these articles about news and COVID and Facebook and all sorts of stuff. And okay, well, there's nice stuff out there, so I'll do another one today. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Yeah, it sort of immortalizes them. Yeah, like until Google decides to either clean it up and get rid of old Street Views or to monetize it. You want to look at your mom? The 10 cents a pop. Oh, for $1 a pop, I will unblur the face of your mom. There we go. So you and only you. And your sister wants to see. Oh, your sister's going to have to pay $1 or $2 to see the face of her mom sitting on the library steps. And you can either do it on a subscription basis. Not sure how they do that. You have to do face recognition, and so any time your mom appeared, you could see her. I don't know. Got to be a way to make money in this. There's always a excuse me. There's always a way to make money on something. There I am being cynical again, but Sunday cynical. Another interesting article was the Stats Canada showing that there is less religiosity in Canada. Excuse me. I think what they meant is less people identify as being religious in Canada. Now, I'm not sure whether that's over the last 10 years or 50 years or the last week. I suspect a slightly long timeline being Stats Canada. I would have thought that with the trials and tribulations and slings and arrows of misfortune that we're going through lately, that people would be turning more to religion. Or, I guess to be macabre with a nod to Halloween, you could also say that maybe people who are more religious have been dying off. We'll just pray for Grandma. We won't bring her to the doctor. Oh, we're coming into summer. Oh, Goshiki? I don't know how you spell this. But we're gonna brake check somebody, aren't we? Little bugger. Oh, it's because it's 50. Oh yeah, well, let's go through town. Well, I guess we could have signaled that, eh? Or not. Yeah, why not drive through downtown? No? If they didn't want to suffer through... The downtown didn't want to suffer through truck traffic, then well, they shouldn't have built the downtown where it was so crowded. We won't turn left here. I should have checked. I should have added to the Convoy description that I'm streaming. I'm in a live stream. I assume if somebody wants to join, I'm not sure how it happens. I guess I get a pop-up saying so-and-so wants to join your convoy. No idea how this works. I've discovered a recruitment agency. Life is so exciting. You're trying to get your Halloween sprites. What is this? Oh, it's just not a stop street. Trying to get your Halloween sprites in Stream Raiders, and you have 2 days left? What do you mean 2 days left? Today is Halloweeny day, isn't it? Is it Halloweeny day? Actually, is that Halloweeny day? Oh. Okay. Go away, folks. Ugh, look at all this fluff in my face now. There we go. How's that? What was that red-green thing? Oh, Jesus, weird too, because my headset, I can't really hear well through the headset. They don't call... Oops, red light. That red-green thing, if they don't call you handsome, they'll call you handy. Before he did the Red-Green show, he had a... he was a stand-up comedian, and he had a Smith and Smith, I think, was his little series they did, sort of like George Burns and Gracie Allen, but not, where he and his wife would be on variety shows, or maybe they had their own show. They'd get up and they would I think he'd strum the guitar and they'd sing little satirical ditties. I don't know what happened. Probably got famous and dumped her. I know, don't be cynical. My wig, my head is too fat though. My wig, I'm gonna have to order a new wig, I guess. My wig came apart back. Well, it is old. My grandfather was one of my grandfather's many jobs was a clown in a circus, and he wore this wig. Passed it down to me, so of course it is a sort of a family heirloom or whatever like this. I've tried to keep it up, you know, vacuum it carefully once in a while, but I think the elastic is just broken down, and I tried to put it on today and it went split. So he was a man of many talents. This would have been I don't know, early 1900s. So I have no idea whether I don't know whether he was at a. I can't remember whether it was just at county fairs or he actually ran away from home going to circus. I don't know. The story was that he had one of his many jobs as he had a clown. They didn't talk about it a lot. Grandma really discouraged any talk about his wild days before they got married. It is an antique. Yeah, I guess it is, really. It's real. It's real hair too. Oh, they got somebody's frizzy hair, and maybe that's not that good a story, because how did you get these colors and this fiber and everything like this over 100 years ago? Okay, the story really is, it's my stepfather. My stepfather, when he was working his way through college back out in Calgary, one of his yield? Nope, just go right through. One of his jobs back in summer jobs was he worked as a cowboy. And he also worked for a while as a rodeo clown. That's a better story. People don't really know how old I am, so they'll think, yeah, stepfather. Yeah, that could happen. Lovely little fields. Don't touch our sunflowers. Fenced in. Don't fence me in. Oh, there's another. Don't touch them. There are a lot of problems in this part of the country. Sunflower thefts. There was a Romanian drug ring that was selling sunflower seeds. If you roast them at high enough temperatures, you actually change the chemical composition of sunflower seeds, and they can have a mild hallucinogenic effect. So they would buy them up, do this, and then they would sell them. Oh, for people looking for a minor buzz. the balloon. Come for the convoy, stay for the stories. I'd like to do a random, I was thinking of doing random, by random open convoy. You can do random open farm sim, but the danger, I guess, is people join your farm and then run amok. Raven convoy. Well, that's a good name for it. Raven convoy. Yeah. I could. Oh, okay. I mean, if I'm going to do convoys, they'd have to be sort of regular, semi-regular things. But, you know, I'm fairly regular ever since I started eating more vegetables. So, ooh, love those. So I suppose I could put out a call to people. I'm going to think about that. Thank you. That'd be a... I mean, how would a community convoy work? I mean, just every Saturday and Sunday morning do coffee convoys. Like this, yeah. But just do this as a more regular thing and promote it in my stream. Have a channel in your Discord where people connect in. Yeah, right now I have the general voice channel. In a specific voice channel. Oh, I suppose I could have people... I guess you could make that option if you... When people join my Discord, they have the option or they automatically go into a voice channel. Think about that. I'm not sure how to get people. I'm not sure how to do things in Discord sometimes. And how to get people into... I can enable people. Voice channel. Like a locked channel. You just drag them into it. How are we doing? Gas. How are you doing here? So I gotta think whether I want to go to my grandson's this afternoon or not. It's a nice outing, but I've got stuff to do. Drive out, have a coffee, visit with him, the kids. Yeah, maybe I will. It's nice to see the kids. Well, you create a waiting room to go into. Ah, okay. Because I have a voice channel right now in Discord that is... I give people voice. If I give people the role of member or whatever like this, they automatically have access to that voice channel. But I have to give them the role of member. I suppose I could set it up so anytime somebody joins my Discord, they automatically have access to that voice channel, but it's not the private one, not the secure channel. look on. I'll look on the YouTube. I'm sure there is something that tells me how to set that up. Oh, the round bales down there on the right. Oh, perhaps we're supposed to turn here. Just realized that all the other kids are turning. Well, actually, no, all the other kids aren't turning. Some of the other kids are going whipping right through the X's. I don't know. I got to do my exercises, and I got to do my rowing, and I got to go for a walk. I'll do that. Have my shower. Ah, excuse me. This dusty old wig, eh? Oh, I really need to check. I'll text and drive here. See if I've got a message from my son about visiting. Sometimes he sends a message saying he got. No, we're good. Sometimes he sends a message saying they got shit happening today, and so mind just not dropping by, and I'll see that 2 hours later on my halfway there. Oops. Skeged. Skeged. Think of that sh. See, I think S said a sh variant. Okay, there we go. Need gas? No, we're good. I got Trucksburg up and running. Newer versions. The only change is it's compatible now with 1.42. I'd mentioned before, they're talking about things they're going to do in 1.43. Oh. I guess our excitement is in things to get excited about is, well, probably going to snow another couple of weeks. We haven't had our first snowfall here yet in Ottawa, but it's been going down to. We've had a few more than frost warnings, like actual frosts, I think. The trees are definitely turning. Different colored trees. I wouldn't be surprised if we had, that sort of thing. You get sort of a skittering or whatever they call it. Just a dusting of snow just coming down. Just a few flakes coming down. They melt when they hit the ground, but it's like, oh look, snow. Yeah, I'm just thinking things on my to-do list. Podcasting. I've been paying for a podcast site for over a year. Set it up. Mike Reeds. MikeReeds.ca. I set it up and it's got nada there except the site. And I've been just reluctant to commit to actually recording things and putting them up without them being perfect. Well, I'll need some music at the beginning, and oh, well, I need a format and a template, and who knows what it will be. Yeah, exactly. We'll get my shit together. Basically. Well, it's like many things. What you do is you break it down into tiny little thing. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Got a huge task, you just subdivide it down until you've got little things you can do in, half an hour or whatever. I guess if it's not important enough for you to spend just half an hour on it once in a while, then oh well. Yeah, it does sound like it does sound like the yes, it sounds like the retarder, but the RPM going up. The RPM is going up. You can hear the sound of retarder and a Jake brake. Whereas you used to just hear the sound of the maybe if I toggle the Jake brake off, does that make any? No, then it comes on automatically. That off. Scania truck, it's difference, and I've got no mods because I'm in a multiplayer. Convoy. I don't like to call it multiplayer, I guess, because so many people are used to Truckers MP multiplayer. Definitely a toxic mess. A little fast. But on the Jake, the slow down. The one that doesn't exist because it's a European Scania truck. Okay. I want to change my, well, I think I want to stop on the middle of the road here. Here. Crank the music up a little bit, and then go ahead. Temp was Temp was addressed a need that was there, but the problem was they had the money or resources, or maybe even the will to properly run it. It often would get out of sync and stay out of sync for weeks. And then, of course, as everybody knows, you'd get on there and there would be idiots. I felt a little more comfortable driving on there when I started streaming, because it was easy to clip. I did it a couple of times. I would clip what had happened and send it in as a complaint, and then the person would get banned for several days. But that's a nice pink along the wall. It wasn't just worth it, really. It wasn't worth the trouble. So it was up to me to find the offending part, to clip it, to fill out a form, to attach the link, to send it in, and then somebody would have to eventually get to it, look at it, and then they would just, I don't know. If someone was being an idiot, they should have banned them for a year, or forever, but I want to offend the user community much, so. Yeah, you should stream not Raven Convoy, Raven Cynicism. Or the Cynical Convoy. No. Not the branding I want. Maybe I'll have lunch. I'll make another coffee. I'll send my regrets to my son and do some writing. Turning here, going up the hill, you don't really have to stop before you go up a hill. There's not a yield sign. That was a speed limit sign. Oh, it said 40. Well, whatever you do, don't speed up the hill. I think we're at our drop off here. Yeah, I'll have to check and see what happens when people want to join my convoy. Whether I get a text message that I've been ignoring. Yeah, and I'll have to look into how to create a waiting room, or how to create maybe just treat the existing voice chat I have as a waiting room. Create a locked channel under it. Okay, that would be a help. We can do that sometime. What are we doing? I just stopped right about. Oh, because there was a crosswalk? Or no, I think you did that because you're a jerk. No, I'm not sure if I'm in the correct lane for this, but we'll find out. Are you gonna cut me off? Not okay. She is not. Should not be sexist and assume that just guys can drive. If they own the road. Okay, let's get over here. Oop. And we are in PEX. And yeah, I'll have to change my welcome message, because if you look at the convoy, there's a welcome message. I'll look at that in a sec as I drop this off here. I think I can just... I'm lazy. Yes. Excellent. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Okay, so I've got this, which shows... oh, if you double click on it... Oh, just join my Discord for password and voice chat. So in that, I could change that to say live streaming, live now. Join my Discord for password and voice chat. I guess. I think I would do this. There, Raven Convoy. Raven Convoy? Yeah, I can do that. That looks good. When people join, when they actually start, it's welcomed. To my convoy. Welcome to our convoy. Yeah. I've changed the password. But anyways, that's what I would do. And we can now leave the convoy. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna do stuff. Might be farming later on. I think I'll skip my sons today. Well, maybe I'll have some lunch and coffee. I'll work on my blog. I've got some interesting things to put there. So be a nice thing to do. I can sit over at my other desk. A nice view of the nicer view of the city. Or if I sit here, I can have the La Palma volcano up on another screen. So, see. But good day, my friend. Thank you for dialing in. And yeah, if you could help me sometime set that up some other time on my Discord, that'd be a help. Take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay happy, stay away from each other. Well, don't eat too many candies. Ta-ta for now.